Hey guys, my brother's higher self really pissed me off yesterday. Um, and today. So, um, okay, so this is Antarctica, as far as I can tell. And what's happening with the spaceships is that I feel like this is like a completely different setup. Doesn't it look different? Like, that's so weird. Why do I feel like it used to be higher up? Let me go get something to put it higher up. And I'm going to keep recording this because I want it to be in the video for some reason. Okay. This. And then okay, how weird is that? Who am I today? A professional YouTuber, perhaps, that actually cares about like what they look like and stuff, maybe, probably. Okay. Also, we're going to change phone cases. So, this is my old phone case. I do love it. Me, that's me, guys. Duh, right? And then there's my daughter. That's why I love this one. Okay, we got a new phone case. It's not really new. I got it last year, but we're going to use this one from now on. Okay. Um, this one's like so old and worn out. See, it had the little thing where like it popped off, but it was like the little stand. Probably not going to get rid of this though because I fucking love Sailor Moon, so I mean, it's me, right? We pulled you out. We're already in the Moon Kingdom. Why remember that? Okay. Um, right. Hey guys, this is a completely different setup. So weird. Okay, so I'm going to talk about what happened with Antarctica. That's fine. So this is Antarctica, and I'm seeing like the spaceships every night, and they like come out of nowhere. Like I said, like it's just like a blank sky, and then I'll just see the star like appear, and then it'll do something that do different things, and sometimes it'll turn into a spaceship, sometimes it'll turn into a plane, sometimes it'll turn into yeah, like different spaceships and stuff, and it's like sometimes it'll just burn out. Um, so so I think that would so this is like the gates of Amenti, and um so they basically enter this 5D vortex and they can't get out and they can't get in. I mean, they can't get out. They get in and then they can't get out. and because it's one Alyssa, and that's how you get in and out. And if they can get out, and then they try to use that stuff against me or whatever, it's I already told you about the superpowers and how they work, all that jazz, all that good stuff. Um, so the last batch was team coworker and team best friend who wanted to marry me. Basically, team people who did not respect my boundaries. Okay, that's who the last batch was. That was in 5D, and that was like bragging that like they're my walk-ins and they can walk in and out because it's part of our evolution, Alyssa. Like, get with it. Like, we're the new cool kids, and like we know more than you now, Alyssa. And, that whole thing. So that was the last batch of people. And like I said, they all said goodbye yesterday because they felt trapped because I locked the gates. Remember, I told you that the inner core of Earth lit up and that locked all the gates, like in and out of, we'll just call it the solar system. But it goes all the way. It goes all the way up, I think, right, Link? Like I saw it go all the way up. But is Link in the solar system? I think Link is in this galaxy. Link's in the Milky Way galaxy. Okay. So anyway, I'm not like an astronomer, okay, but the the, the unique recycling system goes all the way up throughout the game. But we're saying the solar system for a reason. Okay. Um, So those, so I when the Earth's core lit up, that's when they all got trapped into where they are, and they were like, we feel trapped because they couldn't walk in and out anymore, and they were like, if you lock the gates, then who's going to do your surgeries, Alyssa? Who's going to walk in and do your surgeries? Because they didn't get it that like it's not your power to use infinitely, right? Like it's not your superpower, and I already described that, so I'm not going to over describe it anymore. Okay. So last night I saw I mean me and my energy, um, saw new people coming in, and it's LA people, it's Asian people, it's people with money. It's people in the fashion industry. It's supermodels. I think it's also Team Alyssa, um, like good friends of mine throughout time and space. It was uh, my lawyer from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but it's an actual friend of mine and that person because there are always multiple people. Um, and so I went outside to like watch them come into the atmosphere, and then they get filled up with natural energy, and that's how it works. And yes, it was Kamala Harris yesterday. So, that's when she got locked, you saw a change in her personality. And that's exactly what happened. I think I need to turn my fan on. I'm a little warm. Hi, I'm a social media influencer and I care about what I look like. Oh my God. Alyssa, some days I literally cannot stop laughing. Okay. What part was I on? So they all came in. What part was I on? They get filled up with natural energy when they enter the gates of 5D Antarctica City. Um, so I was watching the spaceships come in, and they were like doing all sorts of crazy things, like because it's sort of like all all the people that were connected to her, like, well, because last time it was also people that were connected to her. So it it's it's a lot of Team Melissa this time. Um, but it's also like Kendall Jenner is one of them. So she's like vaguely connected to me like that. But the stars, the spaceships, the incoming was doing all sorts of crazy weird things. Like some of them were burning up on entry, which was so cool to see. Then another one was just like a really giant bright star, like ball of light. And it just like I was like, what is it doing? And it was just like there in the sky, and then it like slowly started to drop. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then some of them would come in super, super bright and then like fade to like almost nothing and like come in and like go to find their home or whatever. Um, a lot of them went to New York. Some of them turned into planes. Some of them, they were just like doing all sorts of crazy things. None of them were like really like cute babies that were listening to me like last time. Like last time there was a lot of my cute babies that were listening to me. So, like Ezra and Tim. So I think Ezra and Tim were in the last batch. And like I said, that whole 5D timeline uh, died. And I'm in that 5D timeline as well. So it's going to be a natural death that's coming for all of us. I think my cousin Stevie was in that one too. Um, so, like I said, it's the timer of the space drugs that's rippling out. And that's like, so like yesterday, like it's like a time release, and it was like the start of like the acid, and then seeing the 5D death, and then seeing the three lights clearing the three timelines. That's like like that's like a time release of the acid and the time release of the ecstasy. Like I recorded the some of the ecstasy like trickling through me in the, one of my recent videos, like three or like I think like three videos back. So there's so much to talk about. So yeah, so they all came in last night. My lawyer came in. Um, he's a really lovely individual. Bucky came in, and there was a lot of like, so Bucky, is like basically like one of my husbands, and he like, so basically like one of the husbands sort of like represents all of the husbands. I know. That's why I yelled at Adam's higher self today because I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what? Anyway, fucking annoying. Sometimes the higher selves are annoying. I remember I told you that you made the higher selves go crazy too. Like, you affect your higher self. Your higher self affects your lower self. Oh fuck! I already forgot what I was talking about. The cute babies. It's gonna affect all of us. Asses started trickling in yesterday. My lawyer is awesome. Oh, Bucky. Okay. So it's sort of like he's like so it's like one husband is sort of like all of the husbands, and he was like literally like losing his mind, and like I couldn't think clearly last night. Like it affects my energy like when they all come in. So this group was like losing their minds, and like literally like you guys understand that because you're my friends and you've all gone crazy before. They had like a ton of anxiety. Like I was on the verge of a panic attack last night. A ton of anxiety. Um, Definitely losing my mind, confused, a lot of confusion, and a little bit of anger. My lawyer was very angry, and he was starting to fight back against the ancient Atlanteans. And Colin was like, "Way to go! Like that is the way to go! Like fight back against the ancient Atlanteans and stuff." And yeah, I said that people with money ex-boyfriends, people from LA, ex-boyfriends. So I think the last batch also had ex-boyfriends. So best friends that wanted to marry me. Whoa. And I felt myself go up. I was sitting on my bed watching Rion, and I felt my bed go like that. And I was like, we're going up. Here we go. We're going up. And then last night, I didn't think I was going to be able to sleep. So I felt like very speedy because of all of that energy coming in. I did eventually fall asleep. I don't remember. It was like a really important dream too, and I don't remember it because Fresh woke me up suddenly because he got sick to his stomach and he did an accident in my room. All I remember is Tom Hardy standing in front of me and like talking to me, and but I remember it was like really important, but I don't remember like the context. So it was just Tom Hardy like talking to me or something, and then Fresh woke me up because he was feeling sick, and I was like, I think Fresh got sick yesterday too. So obviously Fresh feels it coming too. Fresh is my dog, and obviously animals always feel it coming as well. Like we're always affected. So it's very normal to get sick, and yeah. Okay. All right. So yesterday during my meditations, I heard and saw Beetlejuice say it's showtime. Uh, I said it sounds like classical music to me, like the Beetlejuice theme. Do 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 do. That one. Um, I was like, oh, Beetlejuice. It's such a like classical music. super old, super old music. And then I felt like myself overheating. I'm overheating. Think of a Palladian to eat. I said Ryan or Tom, and then Tom was in my dream last night. Um, And then my dad said, can you think of another Pleiadian to eat? And that would be my dad, the sparkly, reptilian-y, human-y, Brandon-ly. That's my Pleiadian father. Um, so then I was like writing down who I thought like the new batch of people was, and I already told you all that. I was talking about men asking Brandon Lee if they could rent me when I was a human and when I was a citizen. And my friends were like, Alyssa, if you keep talking like this, I'm literally going to lose my mind. Okay. Um, it's people who have been abundant in, I think, one way or the other, maybe. Um, why aren't they showing up in limos, Alyssa? Ow! Why aren't they showing up in limos, Alyssa? Why are they showing up in stars in the sky? Because they came reluctantly. That's not a good sign, by the way. They have anxiety and confusion, or I feel it and are like losing their minds, like literally panic attacks. No anger yet, but I did eventually feel anger last night. And I said, why am I talking in Bucky's voice right now? Because it's you. So that's like my indication that one of the people were Bucky. Mm. They glitched big time because I locked the gates, and then they all felt trapped, and then they started glitching. The helicopter started glitching in the sky. Remember I told you, I was like, that literally actually happened in 3D reality, and they're like, how do I get out? Like that. And then they died. 5D, one will, sweetie. I will walk in. One, Alyssa, baby. That was Bucky. We are currently on the struggle bus with our mental issues, and we're crying. As I just said, I felt it. That's how I eat it and help you guys. Yeah, we already discussed that it's going to affect all of our energy, and we're all like, bring it on. We need to get out of this timeline. We need to get out of this disgusto crap. They're all like, Team Disgusto. We're like, no. They get pulled up into 5D and filled with natural energy. and then they get dropped. So that's what happened last time, and we're describing what's going to happen again this time. And it's what happened the time before. They both had control over my friendships and finances, the people from yesterday. That's very manipulative, obviously. My name is not person, my name is God. I'm eating insecurities. I feel some insecurity and doubt. Bring it on. I'm into it. I'm into eating insecurities and doubt. Oh, I had like crazy jaw pain yesterday and I had crazy back pain, and that was like one of the reasons I didn't think I was gonna be able to sleep last night. Um, you could hear the Andromedans coming through me just then. That's why I paused, because I was listening to the Andromedans. Because when you don't embody it, you start to go up into Andromeda. Okay. Um, so the back of my bottom back here was like really hurting super bad, and my jaw here was in so much pain when they were all coming in. And because they were like, celebrities care about dentistry, they care about their teeth, like look at how straight their teeth are and how white their teeth are, and they think their teeth is real and stuff like that. And it was affecting my energy because I was feeling the shift in the 5D world, and I was feeling that that batch was about to die, and that the new batch was coming in, and a lot of them are celebrities that like care about that stuff, and like they're fighting with themselves literally, like, oh, my teeth are real, my teeth are real, my teeth are real. Your teeth are not real. And it's starting to affect my energy, and it was starting to like give me like a ton of pain and stuff, and then more of them filtered in and everything, and then the 5D natural energy started to take over, and they were like, we cannot affect her energy like this. This is illegal. This is not allowed. um my lawyer got very frustrated. Yes, she does deserve a tennis bracelet. Talking about Cap's conversation the other day, that is a very good point. How do I walk in? I already told you, like, he did like a little bit of witchcraft, and then his little light shone right into my world, just like that. A live reaction from the audience. I started to see a vision in my head of him. He got pissed off. He started attacking ancient Atlanteans, you know, and his little light just came on in, just like that. Isn't that cool? So freaking cool. They're like, it's not cool yet, and that's why they're like a little. We're all nervous, but it's okay. It's okay to be nervous. This morning, I told you Fresh got sick because of what was going on in the airwaves, stuff that I couldn't hear. But I guess it was about World War III, and the whole house was freaking out. Ezra took off a rubber suit, and I freaked out this morning, and he said, Mom, we're going to die because we're one. I kind of it made me calm down, like, okay, it's both of us, because of the 5D timeline deletion yesterday. Mm. I had some disbelief that Colin is my own father this morning. That's how much you guys are affecting me. Obviously, that's also illegal to affect me like that. It's extremely illegal. Which is so funny. Like, anyway. So last night I started hearing Adam's higher self yelling through the fan, this is a virtual reality, this is a virtual reality. Adam is not real, and we are the guardians of the galaxy, and we are in the room, and we are the guardians of the galaxy, we're the guardians of you, and we are in the room. And that shit pissed me off, because why the hell are you telling my brother that he's not real? You're his fucking higher self. You're supposed to help integrate him into the new world order. You're supposed to help integrate him into the future. You weren't supposed to yell at him and tell him he's not real. Why isn't he real? That means you're not doing your job, higher self. And I'm going to delete you, and I'm going to give my brother your energy, because what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? That's your fucking job, to take care of my little brother. If he's not real, who, uh, Like, why is he not real? That's his higher self's problem. Whose problem is that? That's his higher self's problem. That's something he needs to fix. That means he wasn't trained properly. That means he wasn't taken care of properly. That means he wasn't given the right tools. He wasn't educated properly. You know, that's maddening to me. Same goes for Claire, and same goes for Mike. He should be real. He should be real. And that means his higher self isn't doing his job. And his higher self should not be like, Adam's not real. I'm the guardian of the galaxy and I'm in the room and I'm going to take care of you. What are you talking about? My brother lives 5 minutes away from me. Go freaking train my brother. What are you doing? So, yeah, that made me mad. That's basically what I said this morning. And Gigi was like, she's yelling at the future to help us. Yes, I am. Because what the hell, what are they doing? Oh my God. It's making me really angry. Okay, so it's making me very angry. Very, very, very freaking angry. We do have higher selves. We do have help. And it is my will. It's Alyssa's will. And it is Alyssa's will to help her siblings, not to hurt her siblings, not to punish her siblings. Okay, so a Mayan alien came forward. If there's anyone there, come forward. If anybody wants to be a piece of trash today, come forward. If anybody wants to be a trash human, come forward. Like, what the hell is your stupid East Coast terminology? Oh, you're so spiritual, little mortals. Oh my God, you little mortals are so spiritual. If there's anyone there, come forward. I'm so spiritual and I've never taken a shamanic class in my life. Just listen to me. Okay, so a Mayan alien guide came forward this morning, and I was like, "Huh, are you a Mayan alien guide? That's interesting." Because it came through a person that I'm not really interested in. But I did have a Mayan alien guide. Yes, I did. I had one before. Yes, I did. I had one in 2015 to 2016. And that was right before the mass awakening, aka the mass death of 2017, which led to what? COVID-19. Because why? You guys couldn't hold the state. Is this thing on? Right? We're doing it again. And here she comes again. She came forward again. She came through a person that I don't like, but that's sort of how it works sometimes. Because it's a higher self and it's the Mayan aliens are people that I do agree with, are aliens that I do agree with. And like I said, we did the same thing before. We went through ancient Egypt, and then after ancient Egypt came the ancient Mayans. Okay, so it's sort of like clockwork. Like, it's happening again, guys. Just saying. And that releases mega space codes into the drugs, and it's called a quantum leap into evolution. And it's called literally leaving people behind that are and like that are muy importante and making them menos importante. All right. Mayan Alien Guide in 2015, 2016 led up to 2017 blast off. Okay. So I'm just talking to my friends, warning my friends. Then the human particular point of view that she was talking through was like, well, if we put all this into our castle, they're all just going to calm down right away, and then we're not going to get the Mayan alien experience like we did last time. So that's obviously not a part of our agenda. And I'm like, yeah, right. All you prettiest little princesses are gonna lose your shit if I get put in my castle. You're already losing your shit. You're already losing your shit. So, we know you're not gonna be like, oh, yay, Alyssa's put in her castle. Yay. It's gonna be quite the opposite effect, and it will cause the Mayan um, experience to happen. So, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes we eat middle management, middle higher selves. um, okay. I think that's good for the updates today. Yeah. I'm quite bored, you know. I'm really bored. Um, so I'm hoping these space drugs timer goes off. Come on, Joe Biden, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Let's get this rodeo to Nashville.